Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode at Allie's Treasure Trove. Today, I'm going to be unboxing my first ever Bring Arts. Now, I do own a handful of Bring Arts. I don't have too many, but I've never opened one up before. So this will be exciting, a new experience for me. Not sure if it'll be a new experience for you, but I am ready to check this out. Now, I did select this one because it is relevant to the holidays this Friday. If you celebrate it, I'm sure you're aware, Christmas is on Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. If you celebrate, if not, I just hope you have a wonderful day. Hopefully, if you wanted time off, you got the time off. If you wanted to go to work, you get to work. I hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season. But like I said, this will be the first ever Bring Arts for me to ever open. I do also own the Halloween Town Sora. I do own the Zidane and Garnet, and also I think it's Kuja and Steiner. I bought it for Kuja. I don't remember who the other one in there. I think it is Steiner. I meant to get the Vivi and the other pair, but unfortunately when that arrived at Anime Fix, it did arrive damaged, so I ended up passing on that box. Now I'll put Anime Fix's logo on screen hopefully somewhere. Anime Fix is a anime store located in St. Petersburg, Florida. Always recommend them. Do have the link to their website in the description down below if you want to go check them out. But this is cool. Bring Art Halloween Town, not Halloween Town, Christmas Town Sora. I was thinking about opening up both the Halloween Town and the Christmas Town one at the same time, but I figured I'd just go for the one because I am unfortunately very busy when I'm recording this on Monday. It's already 7:33 o'clock at night, so hopefully this doesn't take too long to open up. But I'm excited to check it out. It'll be an experience, like I said, first time for me. I have a lot of Play Arts Kai. They've kind of done away, more so Square Enix kind of lessen that line to Play Arts Kai. They still do have some more coming out for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I'm excited to add those to my collection. So thankfully the line isn't completely dead, but I do know they've really gone heavy into the Bring Arts, which are a bit smaller. They do have more accessories, so they're kind of approaching that lower end Play Arts Kai price point, but we'll see here if it's worth it. This one did have a really good paint job, which is why I picked it up. But here we go. Let's go ahead and switch places. Switch me and this lower camera here, the face down camera, top down camera, figure camera, whatever we're going to decide to call it here. But it is Halloween, Christmas Town Sora. I keep thinking Halloween Town, not sure why. It does come with the Kingdom Key. It does come with the special Keyblade, an alternate Sora head, couple of hands, and a base. And I think that might be it. But this one is in pretty good shape, so I'm going to open it up from the bottom. You can, of course, check out the Square Enix shop website. I have ordered from them before. I've actually ordered and opened up a package from Square Enix on the Titan Cards channel way back when. I'll put that link there. That's actually when I got my Terra Final Fantasy Play Arts, and actually this playmat. I'm opening on the Terra playmat, but I believe it was actually a Dissidia Play Arts Kai. I didn't unbox that figure, but I unboxed the actual box. Let me use the tiniest knife here because I need a bit of a skinnier head to slide in here without damaging, hopefully. The bottom, please open. Please come up. Maybe try the other side here. Trying to use the flat head to prop open without damaging. Looks like I might just have to try here and hope for the best that this opens up nicely. Why are you such a pain? Let me actually go back to tiny knife, just because I'm the most comfortable with tiny knife. That doesn't look like it wants to open. Perhaps I just have to open it from the top like a normal person, but I'd rather not do that. I'd rather try and keep its minty freshness, although that is pulling on there. Let me see. Do I have anything flatter? I have a large pair of scissors. That's not going to be helpful. Alrighty. I'm going to try here. I'm going to try a little bit more. If you see me speeding up the video, it's because I'm taking too long. And then if not, I'll flip it over. Alright. No need for speed up there, I don't think. That should have been your warning that it doesn't take too long, but I did manage to pop that open. Alright. Very cool. Just some cardboard here. Now I think I originally had bought this last year or so, not sure what time last year, at ThinkGeek in Clearwater. They don't carry this kind of stuff too much, because this is, you know, ThinkGeek doesn't carry a lot of higher end collectibles. They do have some. That's cool, the Kingdom Hearts 2 logo in the background. But, let's see. Oh, also, I bought myself a Christmas gift. We're not doing gifts at my house this year, but I did get myself a Christmas gift. I was at Best Buy this past weekend, and I was just there for reasons unrelated to what I bought. But I did find some Switch games, and I figured, I don't know that you guys would want to see me play them on the channel because they're Otome games, but that wouldn't be something I would be opposed to doing on the channel because that seems like it'd be really fun. So let me know in the comments if that'd be something you want me to do. A little Alley video game segment, whether it's those games or other games. Here is the base, though that is cool. It's like the heart from the Kingdom Hearts logo. It does have the stand and the clamps to be able to hold Sora up by the waist, so that is cool. I did see the stand in the background, didn't see the different clamps, and that is cool that there's 2 different clamps. Looks like a wider one and then a skinnier one. I guess maybe if you have him posed like this, like holding the Keyblade jumping or something, you might want the skinnier one, where if he's just standing, you could have his legs wider out and you could put the wider one, or maybe if you break a clamp, you have an extra clamp. Alright, I keep looking over and make sure I'm recording. Ooh, that was kind of a loud sound. Alright. Like I said, I've never opened any of the Bring Arts. It's funny because the Bring Arts Final Fantasy IX ones are kind of to scale with the Play Arts guys, like other Final Fantasy Play Arts guys, because for some reason everyone from Final Fantasy IX is like a midget. They're also like half monkey, so like, whatever. I have it, I played it on PS3, I have the PS1 disc. I got stuck in the cave, and I guess I was under-leveled, so I literally cannot get out of the cave. I keep dying. I can't get through the cave, and I can't get out of the cave, because I don't have a save point prior to the cave. So I've literally locked myself in there, so I have to actually restart the game. It's pretty early on in the game, like a couple hours in, whatever that cave is. Yeah, I don't have the best of luck with video games. I'm not good at video games, I promise. I'm not good. Alright, let's pull out Sora here. No plastics like Hot Toys or anything like that. Even Kotobukiya statues where they're like wrapped up in different plastics. But alrighty, let's look at the articulation here. Not bad. I'm usually not a fan of exposed joints on any Square Enix stuff. That translates here as well. I just not a big fan of the way they look. I mean, they work. So if I had Sora's arms bent, it doesn't bother me, but flat outs, I'm not a big fan of the, I just don't like ball joints in general exposed across any figures. I just bring out Play Arts in particular, because they are sometimes very noticeable depending on the outfit of the character. But overall, looks pretty good. Sora's knees move too, that is cool. I was wondering if they did. I mean, you could assume they did, but that is nice. Very smooth articulation there. What about his stupid feet? The stupid feet don't move very well, but enough if you wanted to pose them a little bit. You can tilt slightly. There's the line there in the shoe to tilt slightly, but I wouldn't recommend messing with that too much. I was actually very impressed with the paint job here. Now, I remember they had the Kingdom Hearts 3 limited edition that did come with the 3 different Bring Arts. I was hoping those would be Play Arts. I would have bought it, so I didn't buy the Bring Arts one. I didn't like the way they looked. I thought they were a bit overpriced for what they were as well. I remember they didn't sell out either. Now, I'm sure probably by this time they're sold out. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been out a long time. Not like as long as it took for it to come out, but still, Kingdom Hearts 3 has been out for a decent amount of time, I suppose is more appropriate. So I'm certain those would be sold out by now. But I remember those not selling for too much on the secondary market either. But very good paint job here. I like his eye. There's like a little metallic sheen to it. I like that. And the outfit's very good. My only complaint, I don't like the ball joints, but I bought this figure knowing that I don't like ball joints, so that's not something I can really complain about. Not surprising at all. It's just something that's not to my preference. Now, what is the difference between these two Soras? Alright, so in this one, he is smiling a little bit. Showing a little bit of teeth there. A little bit of a smile. But not too much of a different head there. Probably wouldn't change the head. Sora just looking face on. And originally, that's why I was holding them next to each other. I was like, what's the difference? Is just in the lip mold. It's a little bit lower, it's smidge lower. They almost look the same just because of the height at where the teeth coloring is where the lip is, and they're almost the same color, so it's hard to tell. Maybe not to you guys, but to me it was a bit hard to see. But I probably would prefer the original head. Let's take a look at the Keyblade. Ooh, that is adorable. It swings. I love when the Keyblades have parts that move. It does have Zero and some pumpkins. I love it. Can't quite remember the name of this Keyblade off the top of my head. Let me know in the comment section down below if you remember. And then obviously we have the tried and true Kingdom Key, which is also very cool. Now I also have the original. I don't have the original Christmas Town Sora. I have the original Halloween Town Sora and the Bring Arts Halloween Town Sora. Maybe next year for Halloween I could do a compare and contrast video. There's of course the Kingdom Key. This one, the little hanging piece, is a little bit dinkier than the one with Zero on it. It would have been cool if they splurged a little, just a tiny bit extra. Square Enix to put little actual, little real chain there. Obviously, you can't do that with the one with Zero on it because you have to construct the pumpkins, but this one would have been easy. I mean, probably save Square Enix about $2 a figure. but a little bit easy to put the little chain there. So that was a little bit disappointing, but I still really like this figure. Now, because I did buy it at ThinkGeek, with the Halloween Town one, I'm pretty sure they were like buy one, get one 30% off, which is why I use these two to take my first steps into Bring Arts. I still would prefer to get Play Arts because that is the scale that I have. I just feel like on a bigger figure you can get nicer details, although this figure is definitely pretty nice. I think when I bought it they were $79.99, which is a bit cheaper for some Bring Art. Like I said, I got ThinkGeek. I honestly don't remember if they were on clearance. They might have been on clearance. Because I know the Bring Arts aren't the most well-received figure line that Square Enix has put out. Like I said, I am partial to the Kai, but I'm starting to open up to Bring Arts as more and more come out. Now I am liking these alternate hands. Let me just bring them up. It might be easier to bring those up. Better than the hands he has on. The alternate hands do have more defined fingers, whereas the one Sora already has attached to his body. Obviously it'd be weird if he didn't come with already hands on. They do look kind of clumpy. They look like little lumps of coal with a small bit of finger definition, whereas the alternate hands look like actual hands. So that is interesting. But you have different for if you want to grip the Keyblade. You have the Keyblade hands. You have if you just want Sora ready to punch someone in the face aggressively with the thumb out or with the thumbs in. You can use those options as well. But I do like this figure. It is very, very cute. It does have cute accessories. So I'm very pleased to have it in my collection. How I would compare it to other Bring Arts, I unfortunately can't answer that because I have, like I said, never opened any of my other ones. But it does make me curious to go ahead. Maybe I could do in the new year, because it is almost 2021, an opening series of my Final Fantasy IX Bring Arts. Because those two seem to have, compared to this one, I mean, it is Christmas Town themed. So the bright thing is the Keyblade. The rest of it is kind of the dark colors of Nightmare Before Christmas realm. Those are very colorful. So I'm curious to see what those look like out of the box as well. And maybe then I could eventually actually go order that Vivi pair. It's Vivi and the red guy, I think. And then I think Kuja is with Steiner. And then they do have more of the rest of the characters coming out. I know there's a 2-pack with Kunoa and whatnot. I mainly just wanted the Zidane and Kuja and Garnet and Vivi. But obviously they're not going to put the most I mean, obviously Zidane and Garnet make sense. But you don't want to pair the other really popular characters together. You want to put them in the other sets to sell the other sets with maybe the less popular characters. It makes sense. But, and like I said, those being Bring Arts don't bother me because they're to scale with the other Play Arts. Would still love to see them in Kai, though. That'd be kind of a waste of money on my part, but I'd still like to see it. I'd still encourage the behavior from Square Enix. But finally, they're doing the new Final Fantasy VII Remake ones. I think there's a new Tifa coming out, which is good because I don't own any of the Tifas. I had passed on the Advent Children one. I didn't like the ball joints. I don't have the Aerith. I didn't buy the Crisis Core Aerith. I thought her face looked weird. Always down to buy more Sephiroths and Clouds. So I'm excited for those to come out, and I don't own a Barret either. I didn't buy the... I think they already had a 7 Remake Barret, but I think there might be a new one. I do have way too many Clouds. I did unbox the First Class edition that had the Cloud with the bike on the Titan Cards channel. I did link to the video with Terra earlier, but I am in Tifa cosplay opening that one up if you want to check it out. It's not the greatest quality video. It's with the old cameras, old microphone, all that kind of stuff. It was filmed when it came out. It was like March, right? So long time ago on the channel. Lots of personal growth in terms of making content since the beginning of last year. But that'll do it here, I think, for this video. Not too long of one here, just because it is a smaller figure. I mean, we went over everything. I mean, I didn't take the hands out, but you know me. I'm not too keen on changing up parts. I looked at them. That's good enough for me. Now, how did this get in here? This had to be on top, right? I'm trying to figure out how to put this back in without having to flip it over, but I may have to flip it over. I just want to make sure each piece is not sticking out before I press on here. Alright, so I got it. I think. Alright. Well, I'm gonna Alright. The one Keyblade. Alright, the one Keyblade's in now. Alright, so I think that is pretty solid. Interesting packaging design. I mean, it makes sense because then you put the base around and this hugs the whole thing. But that made it a bit difficult to close. But, I mean, it keeps the figure safe. It works. So that is my review here, opening in the quasi-review, rather, on this Bring Arts Christmas. I keep saying Halloween Town. What should I title this video? Allie Can't Speak, something like that. Allie keeps confusing literally the two towns that are visited in the movie. Well, did we actually go to Christmas Town in Nightmare Before Christmas? A little bit. I know in that Zero comic, Zero got lost and ended up in Christmas Town. It's cute. There's a little Tokyo Pop comic Would recommend. Would recommend. Not sure what it's called. Zero's Journey or something like that. Would recommend it. Very cute. But alright, that'll do it here for this opening. My first ever opening of a Bring Arts. I do like it. Do have my expected complaints about the ball joints. It's not just a Bring Arts thing, it's a Square Enix figure thing in general. Also, ball joints on Hot Toys look a bit weird sometimes too if they don't have like clothes on or armor. It's just like the actual elbows and whatnot. They look weird. So that's just a thing I have against ball joints in general. But it's a very cool figure. Would recommend it if you guys are interested in picking one up. Not sure what they're going for on the secondary market. Not sure if they went up or down. Square Enix stuff tends to go up. Typically not. I mean, I don't know on Bring Arts, but I remember for the longest time the Red 13 Play Arts Kai couldn't get rid of it. No one wanted it. Stores couldn't get rid of it. I remember Bobby at Anime Fix had it forever. And then one day I was just curious, and this was a couple years ago, so I'm sure the prices have adjusted even more. I was just looking up my Play Arts Kais on eBay, seeing like, wow, my Lightning Returns is really expensive, or wow, this other Lightning I have is expensive. Oh man, I really should have bought those Final Fantasy X remasters, Titus and Yuna. Just didn't have time and money for it at the time. Now they're like 3 times the price. And I was looking, and I was like, why is the Red 13 worth $800? I was like, this makes no sense. No one wanted it, but it's expensive. Not sure if that price is held, but it's crazy. Stuff is crazy. I remember the original Sephiroth, not good-looking Play Arts Kai was expensive. And then they did the Advent Children one, which I have. It looks much better. I think it did hurt that original price. And then now that one's the expensive one. I'm wondering what the remake Kai will be priced at. We'll see. I'll definitely have to pick one up. Hopefully it's not out and I missed it. Hopefully it's just not out yet and hasn't arrived. Like I said, Anime Fix is where I get all this stuff. Also, if you want to see Kai unboxings here on the channel, I could do that as well, whether you want that to be Play Arts Kai or if you want me to go buy EXO Kai's album and unbox that, I can do that as well. Let me know in the comments. But that will do it here for this opening. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any comments for me, leave those down below. Feedback, suggestions, anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment. I will be here again. I did leave a poll in the community tab what you wanted to see me open up on Thursday. I think we have a clear winner already, but go ahead and answer that if you've not yet participated. That'll be Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Eve video there. And then I'll be back on Sunday with an Alley Chat. I filmed that earlier today as well. But this was fun here. I hope you guys join me on Thursday as I unearth some more treasures here at Alley's Treasure Trove. If I don't catch you guys before, perhaps you'll all be busy, which would be very reasonable. Have a happy holiday this week. These past weeks, if you've been celebrating Hanukkah, I'm not sure when Kwanzaa is, but if you celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, all of it. If you celebrate a different holiday, the day I'm filming, I believe, is the winter solstice. Happy solstice, if that is your thing. But of course, happy holiday season, everyone. If I don't catch you again either before the new year, happy new year. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you again in the next video. Bye!